Hi everybody, welcome back to the Moose. Now in this segment I'm going to start to teach you your next bluegrass tune. That being the tune Train 45, one of my all-time favorite banjo tunes. Just a classic bluegrass banjo tune that I really love this tune. It's a hard driving bluegrass tune, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about drive and what that means in your playing. And also, before I play this version that you're going to be learning, I'd like you just to take notice when I'm actually playing this song and try to listen for some of those right and left hand techniques that you've been working on previously. And I'm going to try to incorporate a lot of those techniques into this first version that you're going to be learning. So again, just be aware and try to listen to some of those left and right hand techniques. Alright, I'm going to play a little bit of this Train 45 now, the version that you're going to be learning. There's a little bit of that hard driving bluegrass tune, Train 45. Now, I spoke about drive. Now, drive in bluegrass, I like to think of it as having momentum and purpose. And I like to think of that as actually, this is a train song, so let's think about that train going down the tracks. Now, to play with drive doesn't mean that you're playing the tune fast. You can play with drive and still play it at different tempos or different speeds. So you can see that I didn't play that song particularly fast, but it had drive. And again, I like to think of that as a train going down the tracks. You can think about maybe a freight train going down the tracks. Some of those freight trains didn't go very fast, but they always had great purpose and momentum getting to their destination. So you can think about that as you're working on this tune now with me, Train 45. Again, just be conscious of your right hand and try to keep everything just moving right along, just like that freight train did going down those tracks. Now I have to mention also that this tune is usually played in the key of B. Now for this example and this version, I'm going to still remain in the key of G just for its simplicity, because that's what we've been working on. And also this we're going to just keep it in the key of G. And I chose this song also because of its simple chord structure. And we're going to be getting into chords and the whole 9 yards as we go along. And we're going to be teaching you every note on the fingerboard, and from there you're going to be learning all your chord formations, and you're going to know every chord on the banjo in every possible position. But anyways, for right now we're going to keep at that bluegrass and that Train 45. Now I mentioned I usually play this tune in the key of B, and I just want to show you a device that's used, and I'm going to set that on my leg here, that's used very much in bluegrass, and that's called a capo. and you can see that. Now, if you don't already have a capo, I highly suggest that you go out and purchase a capo of your own. There are many different types of capos that you can use on your banjo. Again, you can explore your own stores and see what kind of capo that you want. So what that does is that actually attaches to the fingerboard of the banjo, onto the neck of the banjo. And if you remember and go back to, I discussed octaves, okay? And if you remember in that segment, I said that you're going to learn your first chord, a bar chord, up at the 12th fret, that G chord, which was the same as hitting those strings open. Well, the capo is just used to simply bar another fret, okay? So I'm going to clamp that on the 4th fret, which is going to be the key of V. I know you don't understand that right now, but I'm going to be teaching you about that. But I just wanted to show you how that capo goes on and how that's going to work. So that's actually creating, just like my finger was doing at the 12th fret, well, that's what that capo is doing down there at the 4th fret right now. And that's used to change keys, and very simply, the fingering that we're going to be using to play in the key of G, if you put a capo on any of those other frets to create another key, you can use that same fingering. So it's really a handy device to use, and it's also used highly in bluegrass. And also, I'm going to show you a 5th string capo that I have on this banjo. Now some banjos might have little HO spikes that they put in the fingerboard to capo the 5th string as well. Because remember, as we move the capo anywhere on the fingerboard, we also have to move the 5th string, to retune the 5th string. So let me just turn the banjo here, and you can see on this band, this is a custom 5th string capo that Tom Neckville developed, and it's actually embedded into the side of the neck. And what that does is there's a slider here, and you can slide that 5th string capo. It's just one of the coolest things anywhere along that neck. You can see how that works. But again, your banjo might have different kind of a capos. So let me just capo this up now, and so you can see now that it's capoed up to B. So just a little bit of the train 45, and I'll show you the difference of sound that has with the capo, but doing exactly the same fingering on the fingerboard. So you can hear how that has a different sound, and again, it's widely used in bluegrass. So if you don't have a capo, go out and get yourself one, and I think I'm going to leave it there, everybody, and we're going to dig right into train 45 here in the next segments. So thanks for joining me again, and I'll see you next time right here on the Moose.